Hello everyone, welcome back to Postcard Colorizeyou. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for stopping by. This is a quiet space where we step away from the noise to focus on what truly matters. Before we begin, a gentle invitation to visit Colorizeyou.com. Whether you're looking for thoughtful writing on our blog or simple, high-quality clothing that speaks to your inner strength, our door is always open. Now, find a comfortable spot. Let's begin today's story. In our very first episode, we talked about minimalism, about decluttering our physical space. We threw away old clothes, unused perfume bottles, and excess furniture. But there is another type of clutter. It is invisible, yet it is heavier than any furniture. It is mental clutter. Ask yourself, how much space in your head is rented out to other people? We worry, if I say this, will they judge me? If I wear this shirt, will I look weird? If I choose this career, will my neighbors laugh? We are hoarding the opinions of others. And today, just like we cleaned our closets, we are going to clean our minds. We are going to learn the art of not caring. Let me give you a meaningless example. Meaningless because we often try to read minds, which is impossible. Imagine you have to give a presentation at work. You sit down to write the script. Initially, you want to be gentle and calm. That's your natural style. But halfway through, a voice in your head whispers, wait, if I am too gentle, they might think I lack confidence. So you delete it. You rewrite it to sound aggressive and powerful. Then the voice returns. But wait, if I am too aggressive, they might think I am arrogant. Panic sets in. You rewrite it again. This time, you try to add jokes to be funny. The result? Your presentation becomes a hot pot, a messy mix of everything, and it tastes like nothing. You lose your confidence because you are trying to be 3 different people at once. I faced this when I started this podcast. People asked, why don't you speak faster? Why aren't you funny like other YouTubers? My answer is simple, because that is not me. If I tried to act funny, I would be exhausted, and eventually, you, the audience, would smell the fake. Being yourself is the only sustainable strategy. Reason number 2 to stop caring. You are handing the remote control of your life to strangers. Think about your day. You step out of your apartment, and a neighbor looks at you with a frown. Boom. You feel annoyed. Who is he to look at me like that? You get to work. Your boss praises you. Boom. You are happy. At lunch, your colleagues go out without inviting you. Boom. You are sad and angry. Look at what is happening. They press button A, you smile. They press button B, you cry. They press button C, you rage. You are a puppet. If this happens for a day, they control your mood. If this happens for years, they control your destiny. Why give them that power? Maybe that neighbor wasn't frowning at you. Maybe he just had a fight with his wife. Maybe your colleagues just forgot. Even if they did mean it, that is their business. Whether you choose to be annoyed is your business. Take back the remote control. This leads to the third point, rooted in Stoic philosophy, the dichotomy of control. There are things we can control and things we cannot. You can control your words, your actions, your outfit. You absolutely cannot control what someone else thinks about those things. Their thoughts happen inside their skulls. It is their private property. Trying to change their opinion is like trying to stop the rain by yelling at the clouds. It is exhausting and futile. Focus only on your own behavior. Let them think what they want. It has nothing to do with you. Now, let's go deeper. Why do people judge us? The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche had a fascinating theory called master-slave morality. He observed two types of people: the masters, those who create their own values and live by them, and the slaves, those who are oppressed, fearful, and reactive. The slave group has a tendency. Instead of rising up, they try to pull everyone else down to their level. If you are in their community, they expect you to act exactly like them. If you dare to be different, if you dare to be free, they label you as evil, wrong, or dangerous. Not because you did something bad, but simply because you did something new. They fear the unknown. So, they use judgment as a weapon to keep you in the herd. Understanding this helps you realize their judgment is not about your faults, it is about their fear. Let me share a personal story about breaking the herd mentality. A few years ago, I attended a large traditional Thanksgiving dinner. It was a beautiful feast, but as soon as the meal ended, I noticed a strange, silent rule kick in. Almost immediately, the men migrated to the living room to watch the football game. They loosened their belts, drank beer, and cheered at the TV. Meanwhile, the women stayed behind, clearing the mountain of dirty plates and scrubbing the pots. It wasn't disgust. It was just how things are done. I stood up and started carrying dishes to the kitchen to help. Immediately, an uncle looked at me and laughed. "Hey, what are you doing in there? The game is on. Don't be a hero. Come have a beer." He looked at me like I was breaking a sacred code, like I was being less of a man for holding a sponge. If I cared about his judgment, I would have put the plate down. I would have worried, do I look whipped? Am I making the other men look bad? But because I practiced not caring, I simply asked myself, why? Why leave 50% of the workforce struggling in the kitchen while the other 50% sits idle? If we all help, this mess disappears in 15 minutes, and we can all watch the game together. When you stop fearing judgment, you gain the superpower of asking why. You can challenge traditions that no longer make sense. You can question why kitchen work is assigned to women by default. You can question why you must follow a career path you hate just because your family expects it. Societies evolve only because some people are brave enough to stop caring about the herd and start asking why. Don't be the master. Don't be the slave. Step outside the system entirely. Be yourself. Live by a simple rule. Do whatever makes you happy, as long as it doesn't harm others. Now, a crucial clarification. Not caring what people think does not mean not caring about people. There is a big difference between kindness and people-pleasing. I care deeply about my employees. I ask about their health, their happiness, but I do it because I genuinely care about their well-being, not because I want them to like me or think I am a good boss. If I did it just to protect my image, that would be manipulation. That would be fake. True kindness comes from the heart, not from the ego. You can be a kind person without being a slave to other people's opinions. Finally, not caring doesn't mean you let people dump trash in your living room. On this YouTube channel, I leave comments open because I value connection. But if someone comes in and leaves rude, toxic comments, I ignore the judgment, but I delete the trash. Your mind is your home. You must be the gardener. Pull out the weeds of negativity so the flowers of peace can grow. That brings us to the end of episode 4 of Postcard Colorizeyou. As always, the algorithm favors engagement. So, A simple like on this video will help us reach more wandering souls out there who might need to hear this message. If you disagree with anything I said, that's okay too. Take what is useful, discard what is not. Thank you for listening. Wishing you a weekend of true freedom. Goodbye for now.